Hello, everyone. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Perfect. Okay, so today I'm just going to relate some news about the last things about the RayRetest system. We've actually figured out a way to read all our trend lines that are drawn on the charts so that we can send them to you automatically adjusted like the trade tracker stuff will be. Okay, so you're going to get that tomorrow. The indicator that we are using to do that is still only about halfway done, but you're going to get all the lines and all the back testing, and we're going to do a video for that showing you exactly how to work with it. The trading plan will be sent to you guys a little bit later today in the email. Obviously, it's going to be not necessarily sent to you guys, but it will be uploaded to the website where all the courses and everything is. No, Bob, I didn't send out the entire workspace. That's what we're waiting for. We're actually waiting to be able to send you guys the trend lines as well with the workspace. And again, that's going to be that's going to be with a whole lot of instructions on how to actually get everything set up. Okay, I wanted to, first of all, before we dive into the offer, I want to ask you guys if you have any last questions about the system, anything that you want me to go through, or just anything of the sort. The MACD buy button will be sent to you guys next Monday attached to the RayTrader. So anyone that purchases will get the MACD buy button as well. Well, the MACD, yes, we'll send you everything so you can run through the back testing, but the MACD, you get to test the RayTrader, and the RayTrader's added functionality of actually only entering on the MACD cross. That's special to anyone that purchases, because it's really just to test out the RayTrader, not the entire system. Because if you need to run through the backtesting and see the backtesting and do the trading for yourself before you actually start taking live trades, if you know what I mean, John. That's just a part of the automation, basically. Okay, so Bob said just go through. Okay, but we haven't actually had a week to test backtesting. I would hope we could have a few more days since you have been having trouble getting us all we need. We're gonna. Let me think about this, John. We'll send everything to you tomorrow, and if you need a couple of extra days, we'll speak about it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll speak about it, John. Just send me an email and we'll discuss it. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. So Bob said to go through the rules again. John, when did you first install the trade tracker? Whenever you get, you should get a pop-up message saying that it's going to expire on whatever day it is. When does that say for you? Most likely be Monday. Either way, everything that we did and we have on the website, like the videos, the webinars, the lines, and all that stuff, the workspaces that we're going to send tomorrow, the what's it called? The oh god, yeah. So everything that we already delivered on the website will be yours to access whenever. It's just that the Ray series package will not be available. Neither will the trade tracker once the free trial offer expires. So if you need time to be able to see all the trades and all that stuff, John, I can extend the trade tracker for you. Oh, you already own the trade tracker. Okay. Okay, well that makes it a lot easier. Then you have all the back testing, you have everything ready for you, and you can watch it and you can test it at any time. The website will be there always with the training and everything. It's just that the offer expires on Sunday. But again, we'll talk about that if you need more time. I'm going to have to talk to my business partner and we'll see. But we said that the offer is going to expire on Sunday night at 12 o'clock. John, if you had trouble getting the backtesting to work, maybe wait for tomorrow's video where I'm going to show you exactly how to put everything on the chart and how to adjust it and blah, blah, blah. And if that doesn't work, just hit me up and we'll have a Skype conversation, quick Skype conversation, and I'll set it up for you. Okay? No, Bob, your trade tracker license won't be affected by the expiration of the RayTrader or the Ray system or the Ray series or whatever we called it. So it will not be, if you purchase the trade tracker, you own it for life. It's not going to expire, period. Okay. All right. So let me grab the workspace. Actually, I won't be able to grab the workspace. I had a fun thing happen last night. My computer shut down because of Windows updates. So I kind of lost my other workspace. It's fun. Now I need to adjust the charts and everything so that I can see, so you guys can see, because I've got black background charts. See? That's all fun and games until the computer restarts. Okay. Can you guys see the chart, or do you want me to change the background? Okay. Let's see what Bob says. It's okay. Good. All right. So I'm just going to run through and I'm going to remove all drawing objects because, see, this is what happens to the lines. They get completely screwed up. They've got no norm to the trend lines at all. They're just off by a few hours, and that just looks hideous. So I'm just going to remove all these. And we said that, and that. That's good. That's good. No, it's not good. 0618. This is way off. No, it's way good. So that's good. Show statistics. That's the one. Where my trades at? Why don't I see any trades? There it is. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so something was screwed up. And there's those trades again. See, this is always fun when this happens. Okay, we'll start from here. So Bob said to run through a couple of trades again. Just going to use these as an example. So first of all, we turn on the ray trend. The ray trend needs to be pushing up, right? We draw a trend line. Not like that. Actually, it was like this. There we go. No, I was right the first time. So we draw a trend line, right? We wait for price to break through it and retest at least to the midband. Price comes back up, retests our trend line, touches the top band. Then we wait for either a MACD cross or a cross of the trend line, and this both happened at this right here. Once we get the signal candle, we enter at the open of the next candle. We put our stop loss 4 ticks above the signal candle. Our target 1 is a 1-to-1 stop to target ratio. Target 2 is a 1-to-2 stop to target ratio. And our target 3 is a 1-to-3 stop to target ratio. Once our first target is hit, we move our stop loss to break even. And in this case, we got stopped out. Our entry can't be in the midband itself. And that's pretty much it for rules. Is there anything else that you wanted me to go through, Bob? Okay, perfect. All right, so let me, and there was one other question. It's very important not to forget that the entry cannot be in the mid zone. Very, very important. Raymond asked, demo the trail indicator function in RayTrader. What do you mean, why, Diane? Why what? Not in the mid zone. We mentioned this yesterday as well. It can't be in the mid zone because this is a counter trend system. So we are actually banking on a retracement. So if the retracement, we call it a retracement when it actually retraces to the mid zone, which is like this. This is a retracement, that's a retracement. And most of the time, price, if it doesn't switch around completely and just turn in the other way, it really just comes to the mid zone or a little bit past it. So if we enter within the mid zone, that's pretty much our entire move gone. Is that well explained, Diane? Did you get that? Okay, perfect. All right, and Raymond said that he wants to see the trail function of the RayTrader. Give me 2 seconds. Where is it? Need to change workspaces back again to the live one. Okay. Let me know when you have my charts. You should all see my charts. Okay, perfect. Let me put the RayTrader on. I'll get rid of the line loader. Get rid of the zigzag trio. This would have been best explained when, for example, if we were going to use this with a market replay, because that's faster, we don't have to actually sit here and wait for it. But I'll do my best to explain it. So I'm just going to sell it at market. And I hope the market's going to drop from here. Interesting. It's going to be interesting if it drops from here. I'm going to put the trigger at 4 ticks, so we know when it actually starts trailing. It's like 4 ticks, and we're just going to use the chandelier as a trailing stop. So basically, like this sort of situation, you've got the chandelier, right? So the chandelier is the actual dots themselves, right? And right now it should be trailing up. Fun times. Should probably switch this around. Anyway, you've got the chandelier, and the offset basically tells you how many ticks above or below the actual chandeliers you're actually going to trail. And that's the little hashes, the blue and red hashes. So if you switch over to the parabolic SAR, you can see that the little blue and red hashes, I'm just going to move this out the way, the blue and red hashes are just above the parabolic SAR. And the more you reduce the offset, the more closer they get to the dots, or you can just do a negative offset and you can trail even closer to price. Again, this really comes down to whatever risk aversion you actually have. Now, I doubt that this is going to end up trailing. Seems like it's very slow this morning. Can volume stop be a function of the stop setting? We're going to add more trailing stop functions. These were just the very, very basic. Actually, Diane, the stop will move if you change the offset. I'll answer John and then I'll come back to you, Diane, okay? Can volume stop be a function of the trail stop settings? We will add more trail stop settings as time progresses. This is just the starting package. Obviously, any upgrades to the people that purchase will be for free for life. We're looking at adding more trail stop functionality. We're starting to beef this up from now on, basically. And it's going to be very, very cool, and you can have a whole bunch of functions in there. So that's to come. So yes, John, we will be adding a volume stop. Shouldn't the stop move when you change the offset? Yes, the stop moves when you change the offset, but we haven't hit the trigger yet. So it didn't actually start trailing. But it will move when you change the offset, but it will move when you change the offset in your favor. So if, for example, your stop is, let me change the offset like this. Your stop is below the actual trail and you move your offset up, it's not going to move. It's not going to move your stop. But if your offset starts to become lower than your trail, obviously you have to be lower than the trigger itself. If your stop is lower than the trail, then it will automatically grab your stop and keep trailing with it. Does that answer your question, Diane? So this really doesn't, basically what this doesn't let you do is move your stops detrimentally. That's very, very important. If you're trailing, you got to trail in your favor, not against yourself. See, our stop got grabbed and we started trailing behind the dots. I'm going to move this to the right a little bit so you guys can see. I'm going to put in a crosshair. Okay, so it doesn't want me to put in a crosshair, but you can see it's at the same price as those. Do you guys have any other questions about this? Functionalities. I see that Diane is typing, that's why I asked everyone else. What triggered it to grab the stop? Well, from the entry, it has to move in your favor this many ticks, the trigger amount of ticks. So we moved 4 ticks, our stop got grabbed and moved and started trailing, if that explains it. So if you were long, it would have to move 4 ticks in your favor up, and then the stop would get grabbed and start trailing. What sort of issues were you getting, John? That is very weird. We're gonna have to get on a call, and I got to see that live to see what might be causing it. Okay, John? Perfect. See that Diane is still typing. I want to cover all the questions. I've noticed that when you say buy at a support level, you can start trailing immediately. Others I have tried or take you out immediately because of the parabolic SAR was above it. Yeah, basically this doesn't try to trail unless the parabolic SAR. So in this sort of situation, when we enter short, it doesn't trail you out immediately because the parabolic SAR dots are above. If we entered short and the parabolic SAR dots were below, it's just not going to trail. We put in a failsafe so it doesn't actually take you out immediately like others do. Okay. All right, let's try it. All right, so I reversed, I added the parabolic SAR, I put the trigger, let's just put it like 1 tick. And of course, we are having the pleasure of the market not doing what we need it to do at this point in time. Swing strip, swing stop. Well, the swing stop is way lower than our stop price is, so it's not gonna trail. Add the ray trend, sure, Diane. Do you want any specific questions? Yes, exactly, Diane. Do you want any specifics? We'll just add it with the standard settings. Ray trend, we had parabolic SAR, we had the trigger set to 1 tick. The offset, we just give it a little bit more room to breathe. Raymond said trail 2 bars back. To trail 2 bars back, hit 2 bars back. That's really it, number of bars back. So it doesn't trail on the last selected price, it actually trails 2 bars behind it. It's still not going to trail, even with the high-low 2 bars back. It's still not going to trail because we still didn't hit our trigger price of +1 tick. So basically, the moment that we entered, it just started going against us. It happens. As I said, we have the great pleasure of the market not doing what we wanted to do at that point in time. Yeah, please do, Raymond. Replays a lot faster, and you can just put it through the ringer in like 15 minutes and see all its functionality. Yep. It happens, Ron. It happens to everyone. All right, do you guys have any other questions or things, or should we move on to the offer? I see that Diane is still typing. Yeah, so it looks like Diane has played around with the RayTrader. Basically, what she's saying is, need to be active. I have hidden it to use RayTrader. We're actually working, Raymond. We're actually working with trying to put all these. So right now, you get a choice of floating boxes. We're actually working to actually replace the chart trader with the floating boxes. So you get a choice in between the floating boxes and the chart trader style thing. And that should be done sometime next week. Okay. One last thing. Diane said she's been playing around with it, and instead of actually using any trail stops, she actually used a trend line with set to a, what was it, a close, a sell and a close. So basically, she just drew a trend line like, let's see, like this sort of thing. She grabbed it and she activated with a sell and close. And if the market came and touched it, no biggie, nothing happens until it actually closes below it. And she used this as a trail type. Very interesting. This is fantastic for channel trading, where you're actually waiting for the bounce, or you're waiting for, yeah. The RayTrader is very, very versatile. You can use it in a whole bunch of different ways. You can use it to trail, you can use it to entry. Basically, it's very versatile. You can use it on as many trading styles as you want. You're not limited to just ray line trading. Slide it up on that prior channel up, then you can see it close. Sorry, Diana, I don't understand what you said. Can you please repeat? You saying like this sort of thing? Oh, okay. So you want to have like an upper thing. So sell, close. Like this sort of thing? So as target taking instead of a stop. It will actually make you go flat, John. So if John asks, since you're long, if it breaks the line, will it go short or will it only go flat? It'll go flat. If you want it to go short, you click the reverse, the close and reverse, and that actually reverses your trade. If you're long from 1040, use the trend line, set it to close and sell, would have taken you out when it crossed the line, or you can set it to reverse and close. Basically what I just said. So you can reverse short, or you can you really have, as I said, it's very, very versatile. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so what lines, John asked what lines can be activated. So a normal line, which is an F2, a control F2, which is an arrow line, an F3, which is a ray line, an F4, which is a extension, and an F6, which is a horizontal line. The channel itself cannot be activated because NinjaTrader doesn't actually have the entire channel coordinates, right? But if you want to draw a channel, which is control 2, you're drawing a trend channel like this. Once you've got the trend channel in, just grab a normal line or grab a ray line and just extend it over the channel to activate. Okay. All right, guys. Now, since there's no more questions, let me grab the offer that we have for you guys today. Okay, so this is the offer, and you guys are going to get this webpage so you can follow along with me. Right, so this is the limited offer. This will expire on Monday, actually Monday morning at 1 p.m. or actually Sunday night at not 1 p.m. 12 a.m. or Sunday night at 23:59 and 59 seconds. Okay, so our limited offer for you today is what you'll get is the RayTrader. The full retail price after this week will be $12.97 just for the RayTrader. You also get the Zigzag Trio. The full retail price would be $97 after. The Ray Trend, the full retail price will be a $147 after this week. So $12.97 plus 97 plus 147 plus Ray Balance, which will be at a $297 price. You also get 4 weeks of live room that would retail at $197. And the ETP MACD Pro, you're also going to get that at a $47 value. That's going to be what you already received. It will still be available in the future, like the Ray Trading Plan, which is a full Ray Trading Plan for the Ray system, including trading hours, entry rules, stop and target placement. The Ray Series course, all the course videos and the webinar recordings, they're all going to be there. Case study, which is the full backtest and how to import it and everything like that. You're still going to have that available. And then the templates and the workspaces that we're going to send to you guys tomorrow. So those things you will still have available even after the 14 days, my bad, 14 days. So the entire offer is valued at $2,082, and if you get it by Sunday 23:59, you will get it for $997. So that's a 47% price of the total price. So you get a 53% discount off that. So don't miss out on this. And I see that there's questions coming in. That's why I was silent. What do you mean by the MACD signals, John? Yes, Diane. As I mentioned, Diane said when we're beefing up the RayTrader, if they're going to come to you guys for free. Yes, as I mentioned, and I keep harping on this, anyone that purchases it now, upgrades for life. John, I will show you, I will do a video for this because as we can see, the market's not doing what we wanted to do. So I'll do a video for you guys to show you how the MACD is actually entering off the line, okay? Because the MACD itself, the MACD cross, the MACD Pro that we sent to you guys yesterday, doesn't have an entry functionality, but that's built into the RayTrader with the delayed entry function. And that delayed entry function basically lets you, makes the RayTrader check if the MACD is going in the direction that you want it to go before entering the trade. No, John, you don't have that in your trail version, in the free 14-day use version. Do you guys have any other questions? Diane said she's good. We'll wait for Raymond to finish typing. So while Raymond's typing, you guys get the RayTrader, the Zigzag Trio, Ray Trend, Ray Balance, 4 weeks of live room, and the ETP MACD Pro, all with the stuff that you already have for $9.97. Raymond Lung, yes, we'll send you the updated with the entire package tomorrow when we send the workspaces, so you can test that. Okay. John asked, how does the trade room work? Have you been running one previously? John, no, I have not been running one previously. Basically, the trade room will be 2 or 3 days a week, depending on the volume in the market. And basically, we're going to train in the live room. We're also going to give you the to the people that actually purchase. We're going to give you the signals when they actually come up. So when we draw a trend line and we see a trade about to set up, we're actually going to send you guys an email, or we'll think of a different way. Maybe we'll get you all in a Telegram group or a Discord forum where we can stay in contact continuously throughout the entire month. Bob, what do you mean, what are our long-term plans for RayTrader? Are you talking about upgrades to the RayTrader, what we want to do with it? Okay, well, our long-term plans for the RayTrader is to make it even more customizable. So just add as much stuff to it. For the Ray series themselves, we want to create an auto trend channel, and we want to create an auto trend line, as we mentioned in the previous webinar. We also want to be able to use those auto trend channels and auto trend lines with fib extensions and all that stuff, so you can activate the lines with the RayTrader so they work together, and you can activate the lines with the RayTrader and be able to enter from those lines, not necessarily have to draw your own over the top like I just showed today. So with the NinjaTrader trend channel, you actually have to draw your lines over the actual trend channel. You have to draw separate lines. John said, how would like this one, John? Basically, we're going to get together and I'm going to show you my charts, well, my chart actually, because we're only going to be trading the ES 1500 tick chart. So it's going to be slow, and we're going to broadcast all our trades, and anything that pops up in the live room, you're going to see it live. Obviously, we're not going to keep it open for 5 hours because everyone's going to be bored. And we're not going to do it 5 days a week for the same reason, because you just end up not talking or running out of things to talk about. So what we thought is, in the meantime, we'll probably get you guys in a group of some sort on a forum that we will create, and we can post the trades and how they're setting up in that forum, so you guys can get notified whenever the trades are happening. Obviously during the trading time. Bob, did I answer your question, or did you want to know more details? Same for John. Did I answer your question, or do you want to know more details? Oh, and obviously, I mentioned this before, but I feel that I should mention it again. We're going to add more trail types to the RayTrader as well. John said he would like to work on settings for other markets like NQCL and GC. Sure, we definitely can. We can definitely work with that. We might even do that in the live room and actually get this tested and set up for the NQCL and GC. Bob said, do we use PayPal? Yes, it's actually the Get Them Now button actually sends you to a PayPal. See? So you can purchase it through PayPal. AM said, are you going to offer payment plans, 2 payments? I'm going to have to speak to my business partner about that. Not sure. Actually, I'll write to him on Skype right now. just getting the okay for the payment plan from my business partner. Okay, so I just finished speaking to my business partner, and the payment plan is as follows: 2 payments, one right now and one in 4 weeks' time. So just before we finish the live room, of $597 each. And I'm writing this in the room. If you're interested, AM, send us an email, and we'll send you the payment plan details and the PayPal link where you can start your payment plan. Okay? And I want to congratulate Raymond on his purchase. Glad to have you with us for the next 4 weeks. I'm thinking about an hour, Bob. An hour and a half. We're going to see if the market's really active, then we're going to stay longer in the live room. If the market's not really active, there's really not much point in watching paint dry. And we started an hour later today, guys, because I really just couldn't resist starting at 11 on the 11th. Probably should have started at 11 past 11 on the 11th. That would have been interesting. Yeah. All right, congratulations to Diane as well on your purchase, and thank you for joining us for the next 4 weeks. John, the trades will not set up during your overnight session because we're trading from 8:30 in the morning Central US time until 1 in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Central US time. So there's not going to be any trades during your overnight session, period. You're very welcome, Raymond. We're going to send you a new software on Monday, and we're going to go through that. We're going to install it and all that jazz. It's still the same. It's just that we are adding the, we've got the delayed entry, and we'll show you how to use it. Yes, sure. The trend line can be drawn before the open. Sure, no problems. But and maybe just get the entry on your open. So John said, but couldn't a trend line be drawn before the open? Yes, it can be drawn before the open, and we're going to show you exactly when we draw a trend line. We're going to send you a print screen of that. So you're going to get that all in there, so you can match it up to what we have. Thanks for your time, Offer. Please watch the video, and I hope I'll see you next week. Have an awesome rest of your day, Offer. All right, guys, do you have any other questions? I think it'd be better tomorrow morning. Let's say 8 a.m. Oh, let me think. Okay, it's 16. Let's say 9 a.m. Central US time. Okay, perfect. John, can you send me a, do you have us added to your Skype? Okay, just add us to your Skype today, and then we can be perfectly ready for tomorrow, okay? So the Skype is as follows. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sign out of this one and use my personal Skype. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, that's not going to work. So the Skype, again, is Expert Trading Programmers. In the search at the top, you write in Expert Trading Programmers and you hit enter, and then you're going to see Adrian T, and that's us. And you're going to see the black ETP logo with the so you're going to see the black ETP logo like this one. Okay. Now this offer, let me just run through it again. So this offer includes the RayTrader, Ray Zigzag Trio, Ray Trend, Ray Balance, 4 weeks of live room, ETP MACD Pro. And what you already received, which is the Ray Trading Plan, the case study, Ray Series course, templates, and workspaces. This does not include the trade tracker. So you will use the trade, you will have the trade tracker available for whatever trial you have. So, or if you already purchased it, you will have it available for the rest of your life. But yeah, once that trial is expired, the trade tracker will not be part of the pack. And that's pretty much it. You get it for a 53% price reduction. So you only get, so it's only $9.97. And this is the very, very, very introductory launching price. After this, you will not see this price for this bundle ever again. So don't miss out. All right. Thanks for your time today, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day. If you have any questions, as always, in the email. And I hope I'll see all of you guys next week in the live room. Have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.